Much like an iceberg, the true power of an individual lies beneath the surface. What people see is the smallest fraction of what actually exists. And the dangerous ones, the ones who make rooms go quiet when they enter, they've learned to cultivate an aura that hints at hidden depths without ever fully revealing what's down there. The harsh truth is this: if you don't learn how to build a dangerous aura, people will keep ignoring you, doubting you, disrespecting you, and using you. And you won't even realize how much it's costing you until it's too late. Until the relationships fall apart, until opportunities slip through your fingers, until you're standing there wondering why nobody takes you seriously. But here's the reality: the world doesn't listen to the loudest voice. It listens to the one who carries power in silence, the one who doesn't have to prove anything because their aura does the talking. And that's what I'm going to show you today. How to build a dangerous aura using principles that most people will never understand. The kind of aura that makes people lean in when you speak, hesitate before crossing you, and respect you without you ever asking for it. Once you learn this, you'll never chase respect again. Respect will chase you. And that's a shift most people never experience in their lifetime. People fear what they don't understand, and they respect what they fear. When people can't read you, when they can't predict your reactions, when they sense there's more beneath the surface than you're showing, their minds automatically elevate you. This is how human psychology functions. Uncertainty creates intrigue. Intrigue creates respect. And respect is the foundation of power. That's why the first principle of a dangerous aura is mystery, not secrecy. Mystery. Stop being an open book. Stop explaining yourself to people who didn't ask. Stop posting every thought, every movement, every emotion online for validation. You're giving people the entire map to who you are, and when they have the map, they know how to navigate around you, through you, past you. Give them fragments instead, not the full picture. Let them wonder. Let them fill in the gaps with speculation. Because the less they know for certain, the more space their imagination creates. And in that space, you become more than you actually are. That's the leverage. Most people do the opposite. They volunteer everything: where they're going, what they're thinking, who they're with, what they're feeling. They think it makes them relatable. What it actually does is make them predictable. And predictable people don't command dangerous auras, they command indifference. But mystery without presence is just being forgettable. Presence is what makes people notice the mystery. And presence comes from control, not control over others, control over yourself, your body, your voice, your reactions, your timing. Watch weak people. They move too fast, reacting to everything immediately. They talk too much, filling every silence because silence makes them uncomfortable. They laugh at things that aren't funny. They explain when no one asked. They apologize for taking up space. Every nervous habit, every rushed word, every unnecessary explanation is them giving power away. Dangerous aura operate differently. They move slower, deliberately, like every motion has intention behind it. They hold silence instead of filling it. They speak less, and when they do speak, every word carries weight because it's not competing with a dozen others. That's the second principle. Slow everything down, because the person who controls the pace controls the environment. When you rush, you're reacting to the rhythm other people set. When you slow down, you're setting the rhythm everyone else has to match. And the moment they're matching your pace, you're leading without announcing it. Here's where it gets darker. You need unpredictability, not chaos. Calculated variance. Most people are too consistent. They react the same way to the same stimulus every time. That consistency makes them manageable. People learn the pattern, then they know how to handle you, how to avoid consequences, how to press buttons without triggering responses they don't want. But when you introduce unpredictability into your responses, when the same action gets different reactions based on context only you understand, people can't map you, they can't predict you. And what they can't predict, they handle carefully and respectfully. Emotional discipline is a rare strength. Most people wear their feelings on their sleeves, anger flares at insults, joy beams at praise, defensiveness rises to challenges. This transparency makes them predictable and thus manipulable. The truly formidable individuals, however, have mastered a different art. They feel deeply, yet choose whether to reveal it. Between what they experience internally and what they display externally lies deliberate choices. Desperation broadcasts need, and need is weakness. When you need their approval, you'll compromise to get it. When you need their validation, you'll change yourself to receive it. When you need their cooperation, you'll accommodate their bad behavior to maintain it. Every need you display is a lever someone else can pull. Build a life where you don't need any single person's approval, validation, cooperation, or presence. It takes time. Need destroys boundaries. So, you build internal sufficiency first, where your worth isn't up for debate, where your peace doesn't depend on someone else's behavior, where your security isn't tied to anyone's opinion. Stop oversharing immediately. Every piece of information you volunteer is ammunition someone can use, not because everyone's malicious, because information is leverage. You tell someone your plans, they can find reasons those plans won't work. You tell someone your struggles, they can use them against you when it benefits them. You tell someone what matters to you, you just gave them the keys to manipulation. Stop apologizing for having needs, for setting boundaries. Every unnecessary apology is you submitting before there's even a threat. You have an opinion that differs, you apologize before stating it. You're training everyone around you that your presence is something to apologize for, that you don't believe you have a right to the space you occupy. Stop explaining every choice you make. Explanation is submission. When you explain yourself to someone who didn't ask, you're seeking their approval for your decision. When you explain after someone questions you, you're justifying your authority to have made that choice. Hold silence like a weapon. Most fear it. When it creeps into conversation, they scramble to fill it with words, explanations, anything to ease the tension. But that's its power. Silence is potent for those unafraid of it. Speak slowly. Let your words breathe. Each pause, a moment to reflect. You're not rushing, not anxious. You're present. People lean in, drawn by the calm, the certainty in your voice. They don't want to miss a word. Your pace demands attention. It commands respect. It's about owning every sentence, deliberate, every thought, intentional. Become less available to those who drain you and more open to those who uplift you. People will notice. When your energy becomes a privilege, they value it more. Disrespect demands a strategic response. Avoid emotional reactions. Small shifts build a presence felt before understood. Calm but edged, controlled yet unpredictable, quiet yet undeniable. It makes people unsure of your limits, earning respect and caution. Silence is power. Mystery commands respect. Danger is the aura of those who lead without effort.